Hey, what's good, YouTube? Today I'm gonna react to Jamari, the fastest rise and fall in podcast history. Okay, we're gonna be talking about the Bobby bitch that did the podcast with Drake, Lil Yachty, and a couple more people like Mark Cuban as well. But bro, the way how she got so much, like how she gained so much clout so fast because she did an interview with Drake and shit, and then how that shit just started crumbling down like so fast, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But she really did it to her damn self, bro, by calling Lil Yachty weird and fucking started talking shit about the artist that she had on the podcast and shit. So, but bro, let's see how this shit goes though. Let's get into the reaction though.
Yo guys, so before the video starts, I just wanted to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, my longtime friends over at Adam and Eve. We are partnering up today to give my audience a special deal, 50% off an item of your choice, plus free shipping when you check out with code Jamari. That's Jamari, Jamari. There is no minimum purchase required, and who doesn't love free shipping? They have stuff for men, they have stuff for women, they have stuff for couples, and everyone on the spectrum. So treat yourself. So Bobby Althoff is a name that has set these internet streets ablaze for around the last month or so. It all really started when she interviewed no other than comedian Funny Marco, who is well known for his deadpan, awkward style of humor, which is very popular in the modern era amongst comedians. And this clip from that interview kind of shows off what I'm talking about.
Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. You know what that is?
Is that Nicki Minaj?
So as you guys can see, there's not really much to it. It's just like an hour of this back and forth awkward banter. But like I said, this type of thing is very popular. I don't find it to be very funny, but a couple of these clips went absolutely viral. And after this, we would soon see her get the attention of Tyga, Drake, Lil Yachty, Mark Cuban. And all of a sudden, in the course of like 30 days, she suddenly had one of the hottest podcasts on earth. Now, obviously, this led to a lot of people speculating that she could actually be the world's very first industry podcast plant. This is something that has been very common with...
Yeah, people was calling her a plant and shit, which is crazy. Bro, a podcast plant is crazy, bro. A podcast plant is crazy.
Its very first industry podcast plant. This is something that has been very common within the music industry, where an artist comes out and sees this astronomic rise, and suddenly they're getting features with some of the biggest artists on the planet, and basically just getting these opportunities and looks that people would not typically receive when they're first starting to get some buzz around their name. And this is where the term industry plant comes from, because people feel like there's somebody in the background pulling these different strings and controlling the career of this person to make them basically come out of nowhere and seem bigger than life. You see, this woman started out on the mommy TikTok side of things, making videos like this, where, she still kind of shows off her awkward side. It's almost like she's making fun of the moms of TikTok. And basically, I would say that she was kind of doing the same type of dry humor.
Stop looking awkward. You look awkward. Smile. Just look entertained then. Like play with your ring or something. Look entertained. Do anything. Maybe just go to the bathroom. Maybe that'll be better. No. Okay. Wash your hands, but don't wash them too long. Make sure it's long enough that they know you washed your hands for the full time, but not too long.
I don't really understand why people think this type of thing is funny, but then again, there's people who probably think the things that I find funny are completely idiotic. Obviously, in general, humor is one of the most subjective things on the planet. And so either way, she gets this Drake interview, and this is when she really started popping off.
Am I your type?
I'd do it.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that was a crazy line from Drake. I'd do it. I'd do it. Like, bro, that's crazy. I'd do it. Like, bro, he didn't even say I smash. He didn't say, yeah, I hit that. He said, I'd do it. Like, that's crazy. This nigga Drake is wild.
I'd do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just like awkward silence, bro.
You do it. I asked, am I your type? And you said I do it. It's not funny.
And so it was basically just an hour of this awkward situation. And obviously, this is where the industry plant speculation began, as people wondered, how is this girl, who's only on her second podcast episode ever, get Drake as a guest? We know by now that Drake does not like to do interviews. Any statement that comes out from him at this point is very controlled. When it comes to these type of things, he gets the final edit. They're filming on
facts. That would Drake, like, bro, Drake be having a final say on, like, you know, his interviews or anything that he fucking do. He be having a final say. So like Drake is like known to be, you know, be able to control narratives and shit. So it's like, bro, if it's anything he's involved in, he got the final say, final cut, or anything like that. Like Drake is like that. LeBron is like that. What's it called? Michael Jordan, he's like that. Like, bro, all these top niggas, bro, basically, they be having the final say for all they shit. So they could fucking pick and choose, like, bro, what to say, so they could control the narrative and shit.
His cameras, he has the memory cards, and basically he just has a stranglehold over the content. I guess what I'm trying to say is this man would not just do an interview with anyone. And so for him to choose her of all people to do this interview with, people found that to be very fishy. You know, it'd be one thing if she was like a DJ Academics, who by the time he started his podcast Off the Record, was already notorious for his work on Complex. Obviously, his YouTube channel had millions of subscribers and billions of views. Yeah, he had already built this large fan base for himself, so it's not the craziest thing when he comes out with his podcast and gets some big-time guest. Whereas her, on the other hand, just comes out of left field at a mommy TikTok, and all of a sudden, within a month's time, she has one of the hottest podcasts on the planet. And this is actually her side of the story when it comes to how she got Drake to do this interview.
Drake liked one of the videos I had uploaded, and he followed me. I didn't realize it at first. Marco called me, and he was like, Bobby, look who just followed you. So I filtered it to verified only people, and I was like, oh my God, like, why would he follow me? He's like, he liked the video. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot my shot to Drake. I don't know how this... I thought the chance of him replying was like a 1%, and then the chance of him saying...
Oh yeah, when she said this, it's like, bro, are you serious? You telling me you just shot your shot, and he was like, yeah, let's do it? Bro, I'm pretty sure it's millions of people shooting they shot in this nigga DM, bro. And it's like, you is the only exception that he fucking said yes to. Bro, this nigga Drake probably got a million bitches in there trying to shoot they shot at him. Fucking got a million of business people who trying to shoot they shot at him to fucking get him on a TV show or on a fucking podcast. Fucking niggas who got like 100K fucking subscribers and shit probably got a podcast shooting they shot at Drake, trying to see if they get him on the podcast and shit. But it's like, bro, you telling me you just shot your shot in this man DMs and he was like, yeah, let's do it? Like, come on, bro. Come on. Like, bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Shot to Drake. I don't know how this... I thought the chance of him replying was like a 1%, and then the chance of him saying yes was like 0.000. I was like, there's no way. So I was like, come on my podcast. I said, when are you going to come on my podcast?
And he just was...
He said,
game right away.
He was ready to do it. I flew out there I think 3 days later.
Wow.
And then you're off the races. Now you can kind of get anybody you want.
Yeah.
These niggas saying wow, bro. It's like when a nigga fucking telling you a story and you be like, damn, that's crazy. Like, bro, and you know that they're fucking capping. It's like, damn, that's crazy.
Out there I think 3 days later.
Wow.
And then you're off the races. Now you can kind of get anybody you want.
Yeah.
So one thing...
Obviously, people felt like this story was a whole lot of cap, and that there must have been someone behind the scenes that made this all happen. Here she goes into more detail about the Drake interview.
Drake gave me the social clips that I could use, and then he was like, which one are you going to pick? I was like, I'll do this one. He's like, okay, let's just tease it. And obviously I'm going to trust him, because my initial thing was I was just going to upload the video to YouTube like I had always been doing. I had no strategy. I was on my own.
Like, come on, bro. No strategy, no nothing, bro. It's like, bro, what's going on, bro? Like, bro, this right here gotta be straight cap. Gotta be, like, come on, bro. Like, bro, she's capping. She's capping. Because, bro, there's no way, bro. No strategy, nothing. Like, you don't know shit. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Nah, bro, but this shit crazy because we all know that she fucking capping. We all know that she fucking capping.
Even sure how to upload to Apple at all. I didn't know anything. I was like, I don't know how to even make this a real podcast. And I posted the thing. I got a message from Andrew at WME. he says, like, I'm part of the touring team. Can we talk? I said, okay, because I had like I didn't know what I was doing. They signed with me that night, and then
So you just didn't meet with anybody else? You're just like, this guy hit you.
So there she says the day after she dropped this clip, apparently some talent agent sees it. He calls her up that night and they sign this miraculous deal. No lawyers hired, no one looked at the contract. Nah, she just trusted this guy. And this is what DJ Academics had to say about WME, her talent agency.
An agency that's never had any foothold in podcasting comes out with an individual that has the biggest guest. So she's with WME, William Morris Endeavors. She goes out, 8 podcasts later, she's like one of the biggest podcasters now. Guess the irony. Everybody, including her big guests, including the biggest guest, Drake, guess who they're signed to? WME. This is where favors get set up. I'm pretty sure somebody at WME started help pulling the strings to set all this in motion.
So that's how DJ Academics feels. He's obviously very connected within the industry and has a very good understanding of the back end when it comes to all things entertainment in both the traditional sense and in this online era.
Would you date someone that looks like me? Because there's just a person.
What does that mean?
Like, looks exactly like me. They have a twin.
Maybe.
If I had a twin, would you date them?
If she was like cool and like,
No, she's exactly like me.
If I like connected with her,
She's exactly like me.
I don't know like how you are though. I've never really been around you, so
Yeah, I'm exactly like this.
All the time.
All the time. Mm-hmm.
Is it kind of strange to anyone else that this woman who is married with children is constantly asking during these interviews with these rappers if basically they would go out with her, if basically they would sleep with her, if they like her?
Let me take your plane with me to New York.
Someday.
Do you want to see me on Spirit Airlines?
That'd be kind of cool.
And just a kind of unrelated side note from that interview, Mark Cuban, why are your feet so fucking dirty? You were so goddamn rich that you could pay someone a very nice salary to wash your feet. Now, you might get some freaks within the application process, but I'm sure you could hire someone else to vet out all the freaks. As a matter of fact, your feet should never be this dirty. My feet have never looked like this in my entire life. Like, if you're watching this video right now, why don't you look down at your foot? If it looks anything like this, like if it resembles a fucking bruised banana, you need to reevaluate your life choices. Either way, guys, the drama really started when she did this interview next to a Lil Yachty.
Why are your teeth so white? Are they real? You grew them yourself.
I pay for them myself.
Do you have veneers?
I do have veneers.
That's why they're so white.
You're pretty smart.
How much?
$90,000.
$90,000? Mm-hmm. I think they were worth it.
Cause I wanted Young Thug's dentist. He had the best veneers
Who's
I ever
that?
seen.
Who?
Young Thug.
Who's that?
So she's profiting off this urban culture. She don't even know who Young Thug is. This obviously rubs some people the wrong way. But the drama didn't start until she made this comment about the Lil Yachty interview.
Because he was awkward. I walked into his house. He didn't even say hi to me. So then I was said, let's go to the bathroom. So then we go to the bathroom and then we get out and then he's he's just sitting there with his 2 assistants and he's not even acknowledging that I'm in the room and my camera guy's setting up. I'm just sitting there
Skin
on
crawling.
my phone, I'm trying, and then he comes up, he's like, oh, hi, gives me a half hug, and I'm just like, hi, then goes back to his spot, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do this. I'm texting my friend, Ashley, I need to leave, this is so awkward, I don't want it, what am I doing here? And then she's lean into this during the interview, call it out. So then during our interview, I was able to be why did you do that? Why did you make me feel like that? Yeah, so it was actually it worked out.
So after this clip went viral, people were basically saying that she was biting the hand that feeds her, saying that she was ungrateful. And people also questioned this overall change in her temperament when she went on this show with Dave Portnoy and his crew versus the way she acts around these various rappers. And essentially there was a lot of negative commentary around her name. And then gasoline really got poured on that fire when she posted this video of herself at a Drake concert and it went viral. I mean, I won't lie to you guys. This video actually made me like her a little bit more. I love how Drake's in the background. I tried. really trying to hype up the crowd, and she's just in there with this bold-faced expression after he literally gave her an entire career. So this was like double biting that hand that feeds you, kind of saying like, hey, I came to your show, and it was so shitty that I had no expression the entire time.
Yeah, but I really don't, like, I don't feel so same about this video because, like, bro, like, this is her whole, like, gimmick, like, niche. So it's like her shit is to literally, like, do shit, not have, like, no reaction, bro. Like, literally have no reaction and have a plain blank face with everything. So it's like her making a video, like, at a Drake concert, and it's like her having this type of facial expression, like, literally showing no emotion, is like, bro, that, like, that's her literal, like, that's literally her usual, like, you know, niche stick or whatever, her usual shit. So it's like I don't know why people got this the wrong way, but it's like everything else though, I understand about everything else, like coming at Lil Yachty and fucking not understanding nothing about the rap culture but profiting off it is like, bro, some industry plant culture vulture type shit. So hey man, it's understandable.
And then people noted that after this concert, the two unfollowed each other on Instagram, and the interview was deleted from YouTube. So then people obviously started suspecting that these two have some serious beef. Dave Portnoy once again jumps in on the drama.
Sylvana's like, I heard that Bobby slept with Drake and is getting divorced. So I asked her. I DM'd Bobby.
What? You asked her, did you sleep with Drake and are you getting a divorce?
Yeah. She's like, I'm not commenting on that publicly.
Wait, so you just outed her?
Oh.
You just outed her not public comment?
And so that was the rumor going around, was that she smashed Drake backstage.
Damn.
And that she'll now be getting a divorce from her husband. Well, she responded to those claims via her Instagram story saying, I didn't even want to do this podcast. And she's talking about the podcast with Dave in the first place. And now so much negativity is coming from it. I'm going to leave it alone after this, but this is the uncensored DM between Dave and I. Here's this boy Dave getting the scoop saying, my girlfriend says you hooked up with Drake and got divorced. I am saying that is not true. And then she says, I'm not commenting publicly, but off the record, you're right, that is not true. And so at this point, we really don't know what the truth is surrounding this woman. We don't know necessarily what's real and what's fake when it comes to her whole story, her whole arc. She really likes to go with this idea that she's broke, that she's not making any sort of money off these podcasts, that everything has been organic up until this point. That
yeah, bro, like, bro, she has been saying that, bro. Like, all this shit's organic. Like, she hasn't been making no money off this shit. Which is like, bro, if you haven't been making any money off a fucking Drake podcast, bro, like off a Drake podcast, Lil Yachty podcast, and a Tiger podcast, Mark Cuban, bro, all these people, and you haven't made no money off this, bro, something's wrong with you, bro. Something's wrong with you. Like, bro, even someone dumb can make some money off this. Anyone can find a way to make some breach off this. Anybody, okay? So, like, I don't believe that. Like, bro, she's not making no money. Like, stop it. Like, just stop, bro. Like, just be real, bro.
Making any sort of money off these podcasts, that everything has been organic up until this point, that she just was shooting her shot with Drake and he said yes. But as of right now, like, if this ends up being her actual downfall, it has to be one of the biggest rises and falls that we've ever seen within the podcast space in this short amount of time. I mean, with podcasting in general, I feel like it's kind of a slow burn. It's not very often that you see someone come out with a podcast and it's just like a smash hit, even if said person is a celebrity or a big comedian or anything like that. But I want to know what you guys think about this situation and what you think about these industry plants in general, whether it be in music or just general entertainment. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tanner Superman, and some other industry plants out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
Well, the industry plant shit in general, like I really don't fuck with it, cause like, bro, you got niggas out here like really grinding, trying to make a career for themselves and shit. And then like you just got the industry plant niggas just skipping a line, getting fucking the features from a popular artist, and it's like, bro, getting all these connection shit. Like, bro, since they signed to, like, you know, a record label and shit. Which is fucked up. Because, like, bro, you really got talented niggas out here grinding, trying to get the attention organically and shit. And like, bro, they struggling and shit, right? But they talented. Like, they talented. They got the charisma. They got everything. But you got the industry plant niggas out here skipping the line and shit. And it's like, you really got the talented niggas out here grinding and hustling hard. Bro, they getting skipped in the line and shit. But it's like, this ain't nothing new, though. This ain't nothing new. Like record labels always been doing industry plants and shit. So, like, it ain't nothing new. But it's like, a fucking podcast industry plant is crazy. It's that's, like, this got to be the first, bro. This got to be the first ever podcast industry plant ever. Then it's like, I definitely don't believe her fucking origin story about her just going in the DMs, sending one message to Drake, and this man automatically said, yeah, I'm down. Like, what? Like, what, bro? Like, stop. Just stop. Just stop. And then it's like, you get a Lil Yachty podcast and a fucking Mark Cuban podcast. Like, what? Like, bro, what's going on, bro? Like, what's going on? There's no way. There's no way, bro. There's no way. But, hey, if this is the fall for Bobby, like, that would be crazy. Like, that had to be the quickest rise and fall that we ever seen. Because, like, bro, she only been popping for, like, a month or 2 months, my nigga. So you telling me she ended up peaking in a month, then instantly start declining? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Saying your peak is 1 month, bro, of podcasting. But it's like, damn, bro. Like, shorty peak was a month. It was a month. But, hey, if this is the end, she fucked it up for her own self for talking all that shit. So it's like, you know, that's her issue. That's her issue. But, like, comment, subscribe, suggest anything else to interact to, down below in the comments. But check out in the next one.